So WWE 2K24 is just around the corner with its announcement, and I feel like now is the perfect time for me to talk about what I want to see in my faction, because as you guys can tell on the channel, WWE 2K23 my faction, at least for me, and I know for some other people, it has been lacking, and I definitely want this mode to strive and continue. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that, and before we get into everything, I do want to say this. No shots are at the dev or anything, because I know the dev team, they just do their job. I'm always with the devs. There's none of this stuff is their fault or anything. It's just my constructive criticism on how their game mode should be improved. That way, we can all be happy, So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Off rip, I want to talk about the pack prices. Packs in WWE 2K23 have skyrocketed like crazy. And even if you play this game every day, day in and day out, just by opening up 1 to 2 packs, you're all out of your MFP point. No matter how much you play. Only way you're going to be able to really open up packs is if you spend money, which, hey, do what you want to do with your money, but at the same time, I'm always going to say this, I never see packs being worth it or spending money on packs for this game mode worth it ever, because just in 2 years the servers will be shut off and everything that you grinded for, everything that you worked for in this game mode will be gone. So that's why I'm not really opposed to spending money on this mode. But if it's something like Call of Duty, where no matter how much money you spend, all that stuff is gonna save and you'll always have it. So that's why I'm like that with this game mode. That's why I'm kind of lenient on what I'm gonna spend my money on and stuff for this mode. So just want to let you guys know that. But pack prices have definitely gone crazy and they definitely need to lower it, especially to make the player base enjoy the game mode, so we can open up packs if we feel like it. It's already a $70 to $100 game, and pack prices being that expensive, it's a little bit crazy. Next up, we need content. Next up, we need constant updates. All modes, like I said, all modes in this game, they need constant updates. We need roadmap every single mode in this game, and hopefully for 2K24, 2K can give us roadmaps each month for all the modes, or they should give us seasons. If they actually gave us seasons and said season 1, this is what to expect for all the modes, that would be great, because the player base will know what to look forward to, and the player base will continue to go on to the game and actually enjoy what they play, because they know that there's going to be more content to come, as opposed to what we're doing now, which is logging on, seeing if there's anything good. If there's nothing good, okay, you get off and play a different game. That's pretty much what it is right now with my faction, at least for me, and I know for some other people, that we need constant updates and we need transparency from 2K for them to tell us, hey, this is what to expect for this month or this season. That way we can plan it out and actually play. Like live events, they gave us a scheduled update for what's gonna come in the months, and that's been great, and it's been cool to see the different events that's gonna happen for live events, and we can look forward to that. But with all the other modes, we don't know that, we don't know anything about that, so hopefully that's something that they can fix. All right, next up, this one I highly doubt we're gonna get, and it's online servers really need to be fixed. The online servers for this game and this game mode are terrible. It's impossible to find a match, and if you do find a match, good luck trying to finish the match. The online matchmaking and the online matches is just terrible. The lag, the latency, it is terrible. And honestly, I literally highly doubt that the servers will be fixed, simply because look at NBA 2K. NBA 2K makes 10 times more money than all the WWE games every year, and the fact that the NBA 2K servers aren't even that good either, there's literally no reason, there's no way the WWE servers are gonna be better than the NBA 2K servers. So I highly doubt that that's going to be fixed, but hey, who knows? If they can work on it and make it really good and consistent, hey, that'll be great and that'll be a plus. So I definitely want to put that on this list. Next up, I also want to say all modes need less grindy content and less repetitive content. For example, I'm going to just say this. I also have this on the list, but I might as well just put it in now. Faction Wars either needs to go or it needs to be revamped. I've been said this since 2K22. Faction Wars is the most repetitive mode ever. I cannot stand Faction Wars, because having to do, okay, you put all your bronze players on your team, on your lineup, and then your 1 pink diamond card, tag in your pink diamond card, then you damage your opponent and then win the match, and then do that another 300, 400, 500 times until you finish Faction Wars, which is so boring. And like I've said this in the past, stuff like that makes a game mode like this feel like a mobile game. It feels like I'm playing a mobile game, like WWE Supercard, and I hate that, because we're spending $70 to $100 on this game, and it makes you not want to play the game. It really does. It's a struggle to sometimes play this game mode because of stuff like that, like knowing that I'm gonna have to sit down for a couple hours and just do the same thing over and over again, like without thinking, without strategizing anything, just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Stuff like that definitely needs to be fixed, and I hope that they can change it to where it's like a 1v1 tower. I know it's my faction, but there's still tons of 1v1 modes in my faction. Like, we don't need to have a 4-way tag team match. We don't need that. We don't need a 4-man tag team match. So if they could just make it to where it's like a one-on-one match, you do a ladder match one match, or tables match the other one, or extreme rules match for the next match. If they do something like that, that would be way more fun, and it'll make the game mode feel more refreshing each time you play throughout the holes of the ladders for faction wars. And don't make them too difficult. And like I said, my faction is never difficult. None of the challenges are difficult. They're just annoying. Having a 8-man ladder match with nonsense, yeah, it's not difficult. It's annoying because it can be beaten. It's not hard. It's just annoying. If they can just make it simple, not grindy, just let us enjoy the game for what it is, then it'll be really good for them to just do it that way. Just have it a 1v1 tower and call it faction wars, if that's what you want to call it, or you want to rebrand it. Next up, the token market needs consistent updates. Alongside with what I've been saying throughout this whole video, we need consistency and updates and transparency with what's going on from 2K. It'll be really cool if we can have set schedules for the token market instead of them just popping up random and 2K announcing on Twitter saying, hey, here's the token market coming out tomorrow, make sure you guys log in. Like, I hope they give us a more scheduled, updated roadmap throughout the year. That way we can know, hey, in March expect this, and July expect this. If they did stuff like that, it would definitely relieve us from the mystery of, is this game going to get any more content or not, So hopefully they can do that, but we'll see. I mean, we're already 2 years in, and it seems like they've taken a couple steps backwards, but they also have taken major steps forward, which is really good as well. But hopefully they can definitely give us roadmaps for literally everything in this mode, because a mode like this needs constant updates, and it needs tons of variety and stuff that's going to make us want to continue playing. Speaking of variety, they need to change up the cards. We need more cards than ever in 2K24. We need a ton of cards, a ton of different cards, because right now, pretty much if you play this game every day, everyone pretty much has the exact same teams. Everyone either has live event cards, the same live event cards, the same token market cards, same proving ground cards. Everybody has the exact same team, and if they can really bring out a whole bunch of different superstars with the different cards and stats and movesets, it'll definitely make the game feel even more refreshing, because everyone will have different teams. Because I guarantee you, if we put 10 players and we showed off 10 different teams, I guarantee you a lot of them will have the exact same teams or very, very similar teams. So hopefully that's something that they can fix as well. Now, this one was a big one for me, and this one was what really got me like very annoyed with 2K23, and it's live events. They need more free content. Now here's the thing, alright? Yes, do I think that there should be some sort of paid content in games? I guess. Or I think there should be more challenging content, not paid, but for live events, if you look at most of the live events that came out through this year, most of them were either you had to pay, you had to literally open up a ton of packs, get a specific card in order to go into that live event. If you didn't, you cannot play. And to me, that's just unfair, because we're spending $70 to $100 on this game that comes out yearly to try and get a card, and we can't even go for it because we didn't open up packs. In order to open up packs for free, you're gonna have to play the game like crazy, and if you already beat all the content, because they don't release a whole bunch of content, they release little bits and pieces at once. After that, you're just pretty much gonna just be playing faction wars over and over and over again, trying to get your MFP points up, and then all that grinding, all those hours of grinding, you're only going to be able to open up one pack, which definitely isn't really worth your time. So I really hope that they can add more free to play live events for the mode. I think that would be really cool. For example, look at the solo Sokoa live event, the Amethyst one. People spent 300,000, 400,000, 600,000 MFP points to try and get that Amethyst card at the time, just for them to end up giving it to us for free. That sucks, because that's a ton of hours played, and a lot of people, I've gotten so many comments, a lot of people stopped playing 2K23 after that happened, because all that time, all that effort, all that MFP just to not even get solo, or to get him just to find out that he's for free like a month later. Like, stuff like that is very annoying, and I feel like they definitely need to fix that, because it's just really unfair, and game mode already lacks content at times. We get bits and pieces, like we only get one proving ground tower every couple of months or whatever, and that can be finished within a day or a weekend. Faction Wars gets updated whenever it gets updated. So then other than that, and then online doesn't have anything, and weekly towers is weekly towers. So other than that, like, how are we really supposed to enjoy opening up packs and trying to grind for these live event cards if the rest of the game mode is dry? That's why I feel like these pay to play events doesn't really work with the game right now, at least. If there's more content down the line, with tons of content where there's non-stop stuff to do, then yes. And what I mean by non-stop stuff to do, I hope that they don't overdo themselves and make it to where like you have to play this game every day in order to get every single card, because if you miss one day, you can miss out on like 2 to 3, 4 cards. I hope they don't do that either, because that's another terrible thing. There is such thing as something as giving us too much content. You want to balance it out to where it's enough and digestible for people to go for, but also isn't too crazy or isn't too underwhelming. This is another quick one. So I know NBA 2K has already done this, but we definitely need to get rid of contracts. Contracts don't need to be in the game, especially since it's like I said, it's a $70 to $100 game. There should be no reason why we cannot play the game. Like I said, there shouldn't be no reason why we can't open up packs, why we can't get live event rewards, why we can't play the game because of contracts. And yes, it is very easy to get contracts in the game, but still, like, there shouldn't be something stopping us from playing the game, and it's really just useless. So if they can just take away contracts and let us just play without having to worry about contracts, that would be great. So hopefully in 2K24 they can get rid of contracts, because that is a big issue that shouldn't be even in the game. Next up, we need to talk about this. This is like probably the biggest thing for me, and it's the gameplay. The reversal system, the resiliency system has got to be fixed. Resiliency, first of all, I know why they added it to 2K23, why it's so strong, because in 2K22 there was tons of faction wars glitches and stuff like that on how to beat all these matches fast and stuff. So they made the CPU have resiliency like crazy. That way you can't just beat a match in less than 2 seconds, which I understand, but also it messes up the flow of the gameplay like crazy. I know you guys are going to be saying this in the comment section down below. How many matches taking you like 30 minutes to almost an hour long to beat just because of the resiliency? How many handicap matches have you been so frustrated with because of the resiliency? That's an issue, and hopefully they can balance it out or just take away the resiliency whenever they can. So yeah, I know you guys are going to be talking about how crazy matches have been because of the resiliency system, and hopefully they can fix it. And like I said, hopefully they don't give us those nonsense 8-man ladder matches or those handicap 3-on-1 handicap matches where you have to pin only in the ring. Hopefully they don't do that stuff, because it messes up the gameplay like crazy, and it also shows tons of flaws in the gameplay once there's so many other CPUs in the ring. When it's like an 8-man ladder match, there's so many glitches and so much nonsense that happens every time on a consistent basis, so it just doesn't make the gameplay flow right, and it's very frustrating. Now, alongside with the gameplay features I need to be removed, they need to get rid of the stun meter. The stun meter, I've said this since day one, since they added it. It is terrible because it limits good players. For example, you guys seen my clips on Twitter and my other gameplay. I can pretty much reverse a lot of the moves, whether it's online or offline, and the thing that gets so annoying is that there's something in the gameplay where you can only hit a CPU a certain amount of times until the CPU literally reverses everything that you do, and then there's going to be actual times where you can't reverse anything at all. There's been, and I've actually have clips of it where I can't even reverse a move without being stunned. I'm not even stunned, but the CPU has gotten beaten up so much that it gets to get a free hit on me without any reversal at all. So there's technically, and I've said this in the past, there's technically still a reversal limit in the game. Remember the reversal limit from 2K16 and all the other 2Ks, where you can only reverse a certain amount of time until it's like a cooldown, and then you have to wait? That's happening again, but you don't see it. It's behind the game. It's in the code and stuff. It literally is, because, and you guys have seen it. You guys have probably experienced this yourselves. But there's been times where you literally cannot do anything. You cannot reverse anything. The CPU is just being able to do constant moves on you, and you cannot reverse it at all without being stunned too, because you just can't reverse. I don't know why. It just does that, and it's terrible gameplay in my opinion, and that needs to get fixed ASAP, because a skilled player should be able to reverse literally every move, and they shouldn't be hindered because they're damaging the CPU too much. I just think that that's nonsense. And also the stun meter, the same thing with that goes alongside with it. There's been so many times where I'm facing off against a pink diamond card, right? And then I'm reversing all their moves and everything, damaging the opponent, and then the CPU, you know, lifts up and says, you know what, yeah, you're not gonna reverse anything no more, starts beating me up, I can't reverse it, I don't even get a prompt to reverse or anything, then I get stunned, and then I'm officially out the match for however long I'm stunned for, and then that could determine whether I win or lose the match, or it just messes up the gameplay even more, because it's just, you can't do anything, and I cannot stand that. I feel like if I want to have unlimited reversals, let me have unlimited reversals. If I mess up on a reversal, then that should be my fault, and it shouldn't be, oh, you done too well, so we're gonna have to punish you for doing too well. Like that stuff like that irritates me in games, and especially for this game, and that's the main reason that stopped me from trying to post content for this game mode as well. Because let me tell you guys this, I already said this in the past, I don't like wasting anybody's time, and especially my time. I don't like my time being wasted. And whenever I post a video, I want to make sure that whenever you click on that video, that it's going to be worth your time, whether you learn something or you laugh or you get entertained with something. That's the whole point of me posting content. So that's why I haven't been making WWE2K23 My Faction content, because if I'm not feeling like it's going to be of value to your time, I might as well just not post it. And that's what I've been doing. I haven't been. And it all adds up, from the stun meter, from the, you know, messed up gameplay, from the pay to play live events, from the overpriced packs, from the same cards, from the repetitive gameplay, the repetitive modes, the lack of content. It all adds up, and then it's like, what's the point of even playing? Especially since 2 years from now, all these cards are going to be gone, and you're not going to be able to ever use them again. 2 years from now, we're not going to be able to use any of the cards that we paid for, and that's why you don't see me out here doing pack openings for multiple reasons. One, cards are going to be gone for 2 years, so you're just spending your money, and then it's going to be gone for 2 years. Gone in 2 years, I meant. And two, it's just, I just don't feel like it's a valuable of my time and your time when it comes to content. I want to be able to show you guys, it's like cool gameplay and other cool stuff that's going on with the game. And if I just don't see it, I feel like I'm not going to post it, because I don't want to waste your guys' time with low energy or negative gameplay and stuff like that. I want to give you guys good, positive, energetic, great videos and stuff like that. So that's why the content has been lacking when it comes to the WWE content. Now for 2K24, I definitely plan on coming back to My Faction and just posting like crazy, like how I normally would. But I'm going to keep it real. And I'm going to always say this, because this is a gaming channel. That's why it's called Jack's Gaming. I post all the newest games in every game, you know, and that's never going to stop, and that's going to continue. And if My Faction for 2K24 continues to go down 2K23's path, then there could be a chance that I could stop posting that again until 25. You know, we'll see what happens, but I have high hopes. And I feel like from 2K22 to 2K23, we have had major step up, and we also have had major backings as well. So hopefully they can fix all that stuff for 2K24, and it can be a great mode and last us throughout the year, or at least 8 months into the year, 8-9 months into the year. If they could do that consistent 9 to 10 months out of the year, I'll be happy, and I'll be posting content every day or every couple of days. I'm down for that, and you guys know I'm down for that. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this video down below. I definitely want to know what you guys think. And yeah, I definitely cannot wait to come back to My Faction. But for now, I just don't see there being any reason for me to be posting WWE2K23 My Faction as of now, unless there's something that pops up, but we'll see. But expect me to be back for 2K24. I'll be playing it early. I'll be doing everything I need to do to show off all the how-to videos, because I have a ton of content that I was trying to post for 2K23, but then I decided to cancel it and post that for 2K24 when everything can be fresh and my energy can be up again. So that way you guys can really enjoy content. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to Jack's Gaming, and let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this, and let me know what you guys would also like to see in 2K24 My Faction. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm signing out. Peace.